Welcome, humans, and those who may not be of the indigenous species of this planet. I am the Wandering Space Nomad, and today, for this very first stream that will just be for random people, we're going to be taking this baby out. As I said, for now, it's just simply the ramblings of a nomad as he basically just plays around with some trains. As long as y'all don't mind with that. Anyway, Uh, the good news is I've already got enough passengers on board this to probably send off an invasion from a small island. Anyway, let's get these people to their destination. Now you're gonna have to excuse me for this because unfortunately I do have a very bad habit of driving slow. I live by the idea of getting you there safer instead of faster. So while we're doing that, chances are this entire line is probably not completely aligned for a full run, but hey, I'd venture to say details. Anyway, let's get this party started. Let's get a little more speed going. So this wonderful 12 car abomination, and I only call it an abomination because, well, the E4 Max is a beautiful train. I've turned it into a 12-car consist called the Hyperliner. Imaginative, I know. And by imaginative, the name, of course, is a play off of the Amtrak Superliner, which is not a bullet train, 100%. It's powered by good old American diesel power, which, given the AEM7's lovely record of breaking down, yeah. Anyway, this one here is probably is one of my favorites of the Japanese Shinkansens. The other absolute favorite is the JR500 series. I don't know. I kind of like how it just looks like a fighter jet on wheels with lots of windows. Uh, gotta love the scenery just loading in. Any wrong move and we will be floating over the ground. And unfortunately for most of this route, it's going to be about a good 24 miles an hour. It gets a little faster to about 34, but we're really not. But this train's really not stretching its legs at all. Not during this route. Also, here come. All right, coming up on our first stop. And of course, leave it to me to drive it like an American. Huh. Floating words. Pretty sure that's just the graphics of the device. There we go. Can't have that bell gonging forever. Unfortunately, that will cause that. I don't know about anybody else, but that will definitely cause me to lose my sanity. I can't lose any more of that. All right. I don't All right, passengers off, passengers on, and let's go ahead and get her rolled out. Honestly, if anything, this is probably one of the most relaxing things for me. Just this is completely unrealistic because there are several things wrong with this. One, you would never see, or I highly doubt that you would see a high speed train off of the high speed lines. Then there's also the fact that the gauge of the track does not actually match the train. Technically, it would never be able to run on this. This is a narrow gauge, and this, if I remember right, the JR E4 Max is standard gauge. So, yeah, no. This would be one of those. It's time to stretch your imaginations. Like I said, little fictional drive never hurt anyone. Oh, well, time to get that bell on again. Pretty much this would be a priority 1 express service, but for the sake of just I kind of just me liking what I'm doing, I'm kind of running it like a regional service. And again, unfortunately, the bell's got to stay on until we bring her to a complete stop. That I say that, and then I turn the bell off right before I bring the train to a complete stop. Way to stick to your guns there, sailor. All right. It should be positioning. It's just positioning right now. There we go. All right, people off. And people on. And all right, rock and roll. Let's get. And I just like basically I literally just grabbed the throttle and just threw it forward. Again, something that I'm 90% sure is just an American thing, but in fact, I'm pretty sure the Shinkansens don't even have a bell. Details. As I said, this is a fictional run. Realism realism can be suspended for the time being. But seriously, no lie. If I honestly had my chance, if they honestly told me like, hey, we we will let you drive a Shinkansen as a job, but you're only going to get like a quarter of the pay. The only part I would hear of that is I get to drive a Shinkansen. That's it. You realize that you're not going to be paid as much. I'm sorry. What was that? Anyway, what did I sign? Oh man, that would be so. That would be honestly, I'd be happy. There we are. And there we go. Honestly, though, I'd be that driver, like, so, how's the new guy? Yeah, we need to talk about him. Oh, what's wrong? Is he late? No, he's not late. Um, it's just he's look, he he kind of scares the mechanics. Well, what do you mean? Well, so every day after he's done driving, he just come just come to the yard real quick. Just come to the yard. Whoa, is that when did we build a new E4? We didn't. But that, yeah, it looks new, doesn't it? Yes, it does. What's going on? Yeah, every day after he after he finishes runs, he basically washes the train and polishes the entire train. The entire train. You're kidding, right? Look at it. Look at it. We really think he's obsessed. No. He can't be obsessed. Like every day, it'd be like every day. Like, look at you. I'm just going to give you a lovely shiny coat because you deserve it. What is he doing? He's 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 talking to the train. Just ignore it. Just don't. If just pretend him and the train are not there. It's for the best. Trust me. That would honestly be the worst. Ooh, let me switch this over because I need to get onto the. I actually do need to get onto the fast line. Need to get on the bypass line, and I'm not stopping at Higashi. Probably be best to stop. Okay, there we go. All right, it was green. All right, let's see. Where did I mess up? Um, Bingo. Should be this one. There we go. Yep. All right. And the good news is we're just going to stay on this line and bring her all the way back to basically the main station, which unfortunately, due to a terrible memory, I cannot remember its name. That, yeah, your driver doesn't remember the name of the station. Promising, and this is why we do not hire the Space Nomad to drive our expensive bullet trains. Honestly, I love this. Honestly, this is once again, like I said, this is probably one of the most relaxing things. Just really, I usually would just drive this in silence, just shut my mind off and focus mostly on operating the engine power car. This thing has a motor, not an engine. Details. All right, coming up, we're gonna have another. Coming up in, we're gonna have another red soon, not now. But usually, throwing a few switches should fix that. Unfortunately, I do not like doing that while the train is moving. And there's our yellow. Be prepared to stop. Red means freaking stop. Which, later on, I'm probably going to be ignoring that. Not in a passenger train. Absolutely not. We don't do that with passenger trains. Especially not in a bullet train. Bullet trains are cool by default. Line is occupied by another train. I'm fully aware. Alrighty. Let's bring her to a halt. Alrighty. Let's see. Good news is I definitely did not miss. There we go. One, and that should actually do it. 1 and 2. Yeah, we should be good. I stand corrected. Alrighty. There we go. Throw that. And how many times I've there's this one interesting glitch that if you put the train on wrong. Oops. No, did not mean to do that. You put the train on wrong and there's no signals, right? What will actually end up happening is the train will just smash into an invisible wall. Don't know where. Doesn't know why it happens, but like if you set the train on wrong, or yeah, I think it's like if you just set the train on wrong, it ends up smashing into said invisible wall, which is one of the most frustrating things I've ever seen that has ever happened. It's kind of not game's fault. That's again, I set the train up wrong. I set the train on wrong. Eh, lesson learned. And we will be heading in. Yeah, if I set it to there, I will literally end up just smashing into the buffers there. And I'd rather not be the guy that sent a Shinkansen flying off the rails into another Shinkansen. That wouldn't be a highlight of my job. I'd also probably be killed, which that would suck because last time I checked with my doctor, I'm critically allergic to death. Apparently, it kills me. Anywho, let's bring all these good people home. Well, I wouldn't say home. More of into the city. Nagakaido. Hello, sir. Is this your train? Yeah, I'm traveling a little fast. Let's kind of remember that. Oh, hey, there's something to smash into at the end of the rails. And again, I just don't want to do that to my baby. And halt. All right. Nothing like taking the hyperliner out. Let's get her set. Is she set up for another run out? Let's make sure. Yeah, those aren't red. All right. Well, I'm gonna do. I kind of plan on doing some more experimenting later to figure out like just because I kind of want to get the other trains to run on their own, but that is that is going to require some programming, which personally I kind of like the challenge. Okie dokie. So we arrive at this yard. We have we got to assemble a train for these two guys to pick up. Which let's just make sure we're okay. Yeah, we are going right. Okie dokie. Let's head on in and get that train assembled. Remember what I said about the whole oh hey uh oh okay, this is a red we can't ignore. Let's see. There we go. All right, back to work. I'm fully aware. In fact, I'm going to be assembling said train. All right, so we're going to be pulling at our first. I'm going to head on in and take a look at what we will be assembling, but it's going to be mostly tank cars. So so these guys here got to go, and these guys here got to go. All right. Uh, would it work? Would it work if you threw the switch? Got onto that line? You think it will work then? Hmm? Maybe? Just maybe? Okie dokie. And let's just make sure that that's thrown. Oh, hey, they're just sitting there with they're just sitting there and probably got everyone at the gate just like waiting. Oh, God. Freight drivers, huh? All right. Let's see. Coming up on the first one. Oh, perfect. Up. Nope, 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 nope. So we got to get those hooked up to those guys first. All right, there we go. And the good news is that it is already set, so I'm just gonna go ahead and roll on in. Give them a nice little tap on the face. Get this train assembled. Alrighty. And all right. Not sure why that's red now. Line ahead is unsignaled, huh? Interesting. Alright, let's check and make sure. Alright. Oops, 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 oops. Alright. This is the first time well, I wouldn't say it's the first time I've heard a diesel with a whistle. Still, I do like it having a whistle of, yeah, I kind of like the blaring horns. It's one of those, it's different, you know? Alright. Slowly, slowly. Because if we mess this up, this could actually end with a terrible fire and me losing my job. And, the also me probably being cooked inside of a burning locomotive, but I think I'd be a little more worried about my rail job. There we go. All right. All right. Let's get us unhooked. All right. Pull away. Let's get unhooked again because we pushed into the train. Oh, wait. No, we're good. All right. Then we'll be putting the shunt we'll be putting the shunter back onto this line, the waiting line here. And we'll back those boys up and get this train hauled out. We're heading towards Sagoda. I believe that's what it's called, Sagoda. Or Sagoda. There we go. Alrighty, halt. Alright. Okie doke. What I'm going to do is after I leave this point, I'm going to throw it back. Throw that one back. And we will be throwing this one back as soon as I'm off it. Alright. Usually we just, switch the facing. And as I'm heading, just sanity check. Okay, good. We can back these two up once I get this thing basically stored. Now this is going to be a drag. And not as in the type of drag. Not that type of drag. This is basically we're going to be dragging a whole bunch of freight cars. You see, fuel is the lifeblood of economy. All right. We'll switch our facing. And for the sake of sanity, no bell. No bell. We will be on this line, so we will be staying on this line though. So just to make sure. All right, yeah, that should. Okay, yeah. All right. There's our there's our order there's our order of fuel and chemicals. In other words, this will be a hazmat drag. So this one, we're going to do this very gently. All right. All right. All right. So first things first, I'm going to be switching this one out. And since I'm stopped, why not just head off to Nakakaido arrival? And we're going to be switching off onto here. That should do it. Just for sanity's sake. There we go. We'll be heading out, looping around and coming back on this track. I just need to make sure it's fully aligned. It looks like it is. All right. Where am I? What's going on? Who are you? The Nomad doesn't like this. All right. Time to run back. Get to our train. It should be green now. Nope. Still red. Well, probably what? That would probably explain it. All right. And there we go. Look at it. Gonna be take. So this is gonna be a full. This is gonna be a freight drag to Sagoda. We're going to be on. No, we're gonna actually be on a different line. So this line here is usually what the hyperliner takes, and the hyperliner is priority one. So this thing's gonna that usually speeds through on that line there, and us being right now us being a slower freight service, we cannot be in the way of that thing. So we're going to be on this line. This is going to be our outbound line. The main goal for that, simply again, be out of the way of the of priority one traffic. Oh, hey. And if we can, and since we're cleared at 40 miles an hour, I say let's do 40. And by let's do 40, I mean let's do half of that. So far, so good. Let's go ahead and get her. I don't want to hit those. I don't want to hit those points. I don't want to hit those points too fast. All right, this is going to be a tunnel view. The camera doesn't like it, so into the cab. I'd honestly want to check and make sure that everything's off the line, just or off of the points before I start picking up speed. It should be good enough. Let's go ahead and get some speed. Let's turn up the speed. Oh, listen to those lovely electric locum trains. Sorry, listen to them purr. Thankfully, this engine is on the right gauge, so there's a little more realism to it, despite the fact that we are definitely inside someone's house. Sweet God, honey, I've shrunk the railroad. There's that lag again. Honest, good news is this is all, for now we are all green. Though I'm pretty being on line 4 on the outbound line. Yeah, there are a set of points outside of Furusato that are set up for the hyperliner. So we will have to basically go to those points, set them for us, pass those points, and then set them back for the hyperliner. Again, priority one. Which I did a great job of showing that, stopping and everything. That clank sounded like the clank of, hey, one of your couplers broke. Let's just check and make sure. Doesn't look like it. Not sure why, but this is much more relaxing. Also, hold on. Red Bear. Red Bear. I'm sorry, I like it. I like it. That is a. They say small things amuse small minds. I would venture. I would have to. My rebuttal would only be guilty as charged. Ah, that is in case I. That is in case I. I mean, someone who's totally not me ends up breaking one of the high speed train, one of the bullet trains, which again I would never, ever, ever do. That's because ooh, we better slow down. So like I said, I would never, ever, ever end up doing something like going way too fast or jostling the train around and busting up in any of the internal motors or anything like that. That's not me. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never had a bullet train break on while I was driving it ever. No. Anyway, let's look around at this scenery. We're gonna go ahead and I'm not changing the subject. You're changing the subject. Anyway, passing the school in an old smoky diesel. That's good for everyone's lungs. And I do know there's a crossing coming up. There's that crossing. Like I said, so that's the line there that the Hyperliner uses. And for us, we are priority 3. We're priority 2, so we're not going to be using that line. That's for passenger service, and again, the Hyperliner. All right, let's get these switches thrown. Let's see. There we go. All right. And away we go. I've got a lot of switches I need to throw from when I get to Segota. We're probably going to back this train in. All right. What did that definitely That's definitely not where we need to go. Hey, let's smash all of these. Let's smash this diesel low electric engine and all of these chemicals into the maintenance sheds. That would be a fine way to lose my job. Said no one ever. Just gonna make sure these are all properly thrown again. All right. So pretty sure. Well, no, that was yellow. So good news. I didn't ignore red. Bad news. I think we could probably blame this on. We could probably just blame this on the on the junction box, honestly. And then I tell you, that guy must be new or something. He's got to pay attention. It's not my fault that I'm never on the radio letting him know where I'm at. Ooh. Let's make sure we go to the last car here and make sure that it's over the points. And once it is, we've got to switch the line back for the hyperliner, which will be due in 15 minutes. So I need to get this guy off the. All right, that's swapped back. All right, so the sooner I'm off this line, the better. Line ahead is occupied by another train. Alright, so we're going to be switching on to this line here. Again, because right now we're on a priority 1 line. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to come to a stop here, and we're going to set the points. Let's see. There we are. Unfortunately, it's kind of difficult to see. So I need to make sure that's okay. And that should be good. Okay, yeah, here we go. No. Okay. There we go. Dang, it's hard. Dang, it's hard to read with. Map is ever so confusing. Okay. One day I will learn. One day the Nomad will learn to read maps. But until that day, we will keep fumbling. Anyway, let's get the time's wasting. Let's get this freight moved. They've stared at this train long enough. Good news. And again, I got to make sure that this point is set back for the hyperliner. All right. Let's make sure gotta make sure this is set right so I don't end up throwing this all off the tracks and having a very, very big mess. So let's explain what you did again. Can I preface this with "this is not my fault"? No, you can't. Actually. Let's kind of slow this down a little bit. And there we go. And that's set back for the hyperliner. Alright, let's just move on ahead, and because I know what switch needs to be thrown, so let's just go ahead and get that thrown. That should be the right switch, right? Yeah. And that's okay. Unless I screw it up again, which, let's be honest, I don't have a good track record with this. What the? There was that a no, no. There's no way. No. Uh-uh. I don't believe it. I won't believe it. Nope. 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 All right. Let's come to a halt here. Let's get the right line signal. What the? You cannot. What? I think we've got a glitch. Yeah, that's definitely a glitch. Well, I mean, we can move forward a little bit. There we go. There. Now just gonna. Oh, we're still at the red. Line is occupied by another train. Okay, guy, you're definitely. Probably because this is not the right line. This is the down line. Which is weird because. Huh. That's set for the hyperliner. That's. We might actually see the that effect I told you about because this might end poorly. I'm pretty sure everything's lined up correctly. Last time I did this run on this line, there was no reds. In fact, it's set up for dual operation. It's set up for dual direction for operation by on any direction. So something's not right. Well, for now, let's just get this load moved out. And I said it can't be anything here because, like I said, this line is pretty much set up for the, you know, you, you know, you know. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna back onto Delta 17 here, and we're gonna back down Delta 17. Hopefully, if memory serves me, there should be an empty lot for us to park this train in. If not, there will definitely have to be some shunting with diesels that are designed for hauling. And I mean, they can do shunting, but it's like it's one of those. What could you really be using these engines for? All right, coming up on a red. That that's concerning. That's definitely concerning. Actually, no, that's not. We kind of need to get on the. We kind of need to cross. We kind of need to cross the priority one line. So we're going to head. All right, so we're gonna need to head into this lot here, and probably. Actually, let's back up real quick. So we're gonna go straight all the way through. That'll give us enough. That'll give us enough room to throw all the points we need to throw. Am I missing something? Why are you? Why are you not responding? There we go. All right. Just make sure that's straight. That's set. That's set. Don't think I need to go all the don't think I need to go all the way into locomotive parking, but I need enough space to make sure that I'm completely clear, and would it probably be best to well, kinda too late now. Yeah, let's just roll it all the way into loc parking, and hopefully, as long as everything is set correctly, just going to creep in. They're probably gonna be like, "What is this train doing in here? I want that whoever's the driver, he's fired." All right, that's the last car. Let's reset for the hyperline. Let's reset for the hyperliner, and let's go a little further in. All right, there we go. And thankfully, we've got Dave standing on the back radioing to us. Get that point set back. And the priority 1 line is fully set. Okay, there we go. Wait. Oh, wait, no, we're good. I say wait and then add, and then basically pour on the speed. That's something we should totally do with chemical cars that are full of possibly not so friendly stuff. Hopefully the local shunter has definitely made sure that there is a line open for us, or else we're gonna have to definitely do that guy's job for him. And wouldn't it probably be better to just switch my facing? Let's do that. Okay. There we go. Up there would be where the bullet trains zip by, because I mean, come on, it's bullet trains. Bullet trains are always cool. That's the rules. I don't make the rules, I follow them. And that's the rule. Alright, let's figure out what the... I've ignored several reds today. Let's see if I can, let's see if I can not add... Well... Okay, so we don't ignore reds ever. Ever. I say again, ever. Because that's bad. Oh, there are 2 lines open. Perfect. Let's see. Well, all right, that line should be open for us, so and yeah, that line's open for us. See? Totally knew that the shunter would do his job and keep a line open for us. I totally knew that was going to happen. All right. So we'll just go ahead and bring this in, disconnect the locomotives, and I'll probably park the locomotives on this line. It's little more. All right. Okay, so let's get these locomotives parked and try not to end up getting fired. So we're going to be throwing this switch here and then getting them parked. And then we'll just end up parking them and we'll be good. I think also, just for the fun of it, we'll also do a bullet train run because why not? I mean, I've already shown how a bullet train's not supposed to be used. So why not show how one's supposed to be used? Now, which one should I get? Should I get the E6, the lovely E6, or Hayabusa? The E5. Which, again, Hayabusa. Alright. We're gonna stop this right here. Alright. You know what? Let's get Hayabusa. Oh dear, did something? Oh dear, did something freeze? The game's just like, slow down for the... Please! In fact, I am on the... No, I'm not on the wrong side. I'm on the right side. Not of history. Just on the right side of the room. Am I? Yes, I am. Because the station we want to go to is all the way over there. Hello, hello, hello! We're gonna get Hayabusa. I mean, so the JR 500, the E4, and then honestly, I really like the color scheme of this one. It reminds me of I believe, and I'm gonna have to do some research on this just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure this was developed after the Fast 360 Sierra, which it is a little bit of a shame that that train set got scrapped. I'll say this much: if they ever actually make a model of that train, I would pay them. I would pay them twice of what it's worth just to get that model in my collection. So this should be just a quick run. I mean, it is a bullet train. Yeah, I think I know which signal's coming up that's red. Unfortunately, due to the sheer speed of this train, I probably need to stop. It's Mainly because just like my computer, the Nomad has a processing speed that is, how we say, embarrassing. There we go. Hayabusa. Actually, screw it. Don't do not tell me that the entry line, the line to go back onto the high speed line is actually, or the switch is actually not set. Sigh. And we come to a clean stop. Stop. All right, everybody off. Well, those who are getting off, get off. And we will now load passengers. All right. This is another one that I would honestly love to drive. Now that I think about it, I've noticed a rather startling lack of Shinkansens in my actual model collection. We're gonna have to fix that. Definitely the JR500. The E4 Max definitely has to be in the collection. And you know what? Why not get this guy? And here's a view of the cab, which I think is probably not. I think this might be the cab for. Oh, let me think. So I don't think this is the cab for the E5. Fortunately, though, they don't not. I'll have to definitely look that up just to make sure. Why are we going? Why are we going at 40 when it says 60? Faster. Go faster. There we go. You're a bullet train. Let's Ricky Bobby this. Ah, boy. Speed restrictions. Lame. Yeah, speed restrictions are lame, huh, driver? What about safety? Is safety lame? I'll slow down now. Yes, yes, you will, driver. All right, coming up on our last stop. After that, we're going to reverse the facing of the train and head right back in. Yeah, definitely getting me a model of this. Maybe No, the cab structure's too different. Yeah, no, I've definitely got to get me a model of this guy. There's also something I saw on a while back. So they're getting rid of the old British World Class 373 high-speed trains, which are they're better known by the name the Eurostar. And they had one of these sitting out in just sitting out in the elements, graffiti all over it. It was not a pretty sight. Honestly, if I won the lottery, the first thing I would do is I would fly to France. Well, no. First thing I would do is buy me a tent, buy me some provisions, and then get me a toolkit. And after getting those three, get myself a plane ticket to France, find that train, and I'm gonna start fixing. And once I start fixing, we're gonna find a way to get it rolled out to a ship and get that bad boy into the United States because its job is not done. Its job is not done. While I'm out here, let's see. Where is Here we go. These are the points I'm looking for. We're going to be running straight back into we're going to be running straight back into the station, Nagakaido. So let's go ahead and reverse our facing. Seriously though, could you picture like I really think like there we go. Wait, then how did I get into this? How did I get in here? Maybe I just clicked it on accident. Anyway, I honestly think Amtrak would do a pretty good job at selling like a it's basically a TGV. It's definitely more related to it pretty much is a TGV. The American Acela Express is a cousin to the French TGV. Its speed is not as fast, and the internal carriages are definitely different than the TGV. But it's still a cousin nonetheless, built by Bombardier, and Alstom. Good train. I mean, it's a good train, but unfortunately, the Northeast Corridor speed restrictions pretty much kill it. They pretty much kills the train's speed. Like you're not gonna like it's you're only gonna be able to get about 70 miles an hour on that line mostly 80 here and there. I think 110 in some places, but don't quote me. But most of that line is 70 miles an hour, and you're also sharing with commuter services, slower Amtrak trains, freight services, which are we've already seen that fuel drag I did. They're slow. They're not fast. Freight services are not fast unless there is one freight service I know that's for that moves packages for UPS, and that one's pretty fast. But I mean, we're talking I think 55 miles an hour. So fast, but not passenger train fast. There we go. So, hmm, definitely gotta say to the designer of the train and the layout, this is honestly amazing. Like this is honest, and it's kind of just me. I'm a huge rail fan, but like for me, this is fun. Like not throwing them off the tracks or anything like that, just taking them out for a drive. You know, like I said, this is honestly something I find relaxing. Again, usually I'm far more silent. God, how bad would it be if I end up smashing into that diesel? Huh. Ah, the points aren't set. Oh God, I'm gonna hit that locomotive. And coming up, what? I'll start reducing speed once that turns red. Or, I could reduce speed now since I literally see the station in front of me. There we go. God, that would be so bad. It switches me right into that E6. Like, all right, we turned in, and no, wait, no, 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 brakes, brakes, brakes. Oh, that would be the end of my career, and well, among other things. Not to mention, I would not want to wreck. I wouldn't want to wreck it. I wouldn't. These are beautiful trains. Alrighty. So we're gonna drop off passengers, change facings, and that should do it. Alright. And that should do it. Offload passengers. Alright, head up to the front end. Hmm. Alright, let's switch our facing. And there we go. Alrighty. Well, I honestly think that will. I think that will do it. For those that had got to watch the ramblings of the Nomad, thanks for visiting. And yeah, who knows? You might see. You might see the Nomad again. Until then, take care and stay safe. This is Nomad signing off.